Welcome to the Cybermodeler Online's labs, and here we have an Iwata HPB airbrush that we have actually talked about previously if you check our backlog videos. But today I wanted to show you how to convert this into, for me, a more comfortable airbrush. A lot of people are quite content using the airbrush as designed. Just putting your hands around it, airline down here, and controlling it as such. For me, doing this for hours at a time is not my idea of fun. So when Grex came along with these green handles, and most of their airbrushes come stock with these handles on them. I don't own a Grex airbrush, don't know that I ever will, but I've found, much to my pleasure, that these Grex handles work with other companies' airbrushes that use the larger air adapter, and it just so happens the Iwatas do that very nicely. So here's an HPC and an HPA that have both been converted to the Grex air handle. And how hard is it to convert? Well, the standard handle has a little flange that comes off like that to flare out with the end of the handle. That tends to get in the way of me, so I will trim it with just some simple sprue cutters to get it to where I want it. And as you can see here, not only did I trim it back here, there was a part of the bottom that fares like that on the normal airbrush that got in the way of this MAC valve on this airbrush. So simply trimmed it, and life is good. The only thing that is different about cleaning the airbrush is just removing the air adapter that I use to connect to my airbrush, a quick disconnect, and one nut, and off comes the handle. So here's a new airbrush handle that just came in because I wanted to convert this one. I was recently on Amazon and found 2 scathing reviews about how uncomfortable this handle is. But if you put the handle in your hand and use it, you can adjust it around to where your fingers all line up. But for me, this is far more comfortable than this. But it's a matter of taste. If you have a problem holding it like this, give one of these a try. How hard is it to convert your airbrush? It's really simple. It comes in 3 pieces. Remove the nut and adapter that are in here. Simply screw it on. Hand tighten. Slip it through the handle, like so. Add the retaining nut. You'll see that there's 2 sets of threads here. You want to run this down to the second set of threads, and you want to have a little coordination while you're doing it. So, of course, on camera that won't happen. So there we are down in the second set, and then I add an air adapter that's available separately, and we're ready to go. It's just that simple. Just a couple of minutes, and you have yourself a very comfortable way of holding your airbrush for hours. And if for whatever reason this gets tiring, you can just simply remove the handle, put the adapter back on the bottom of the quick release adapter back on the bottom of the airbrush, and airbrush the old way. This gives you another tool in your arsenal for doing intricate, up-close detailed, or broad area airbrushing. Thanks, and go build something.